Hello everyone, this is Income Nomad channel, and this is the very first session, the introduction session of how to become a trader course. No matter if you are into stocks, if you're into Forex, crypto, or any other asset, we're going to cover up everything. But firstly, we're going to start with the fundamentals. What are the fundamentals? We're going to cover the basics, which are going to be the different types of the markets, the regularity of the markets, market participants. All right, first things first. There are many types of markets, including the stock markets, commodity markets, bond markets, and of course, currency markets. You've probably heard of the stock markets, which lots of companies, big brands, they share their stocks within this market, which you can buy or sell their stocks, and you're going to be a participant of that market, of that particular brand, and you're going to have some share of it, which technically means when you buy a stock, you own a small amount or maybe a big amount of that company or that brand regarding to how much you're going to buy. Another type of the market is the bond market, where the companies or even the governments, they want to borrow some money so they can issue some bonds. Bonds like IOUs, which are kind of principles which you have to pay back as a company or a government who borrowed the money, and you have to pay them back in time, including the interest. Bond prices can also change based on the factors like the interest rates and the credit worthiness. The other type of the market is the commodity market, which the goods are being traded, like the oil, gold, and agricultural products. These markets can also vary due to different factors like supply and demand, geopolitical events, and weather patterns. The other type of the market is the crypto market, and it is about the digital assets like Bitcoin, known as BTC, Ethereum, known as ETH. These are the short versions of them, used mostly on the market to shorten the names, which we're going to have a lot to talk about that. I don't want to break it down right at the moment, but I just want you to know these are digital assets, so you don't have them in your bank accounts. Instead, you're going to have them in your wallets, digital or the physical wallet, which I am going to talk about that too, because our course is going to start with cryptocurrencies, so we're gonna have a lot to talk about. Don't worry about this kind of words or phrases that I use. Is only the introduction video for how to become a trader. Lastly, it's the forex market, where the currencies, which we know as fiats, of different countries are being traded. Forex trading can be also really complicated, but it is also a place with trillions of dollars, and it is one of the most liquid markets in the world. Now that we covered different types of the markets, let's dive more into it and get to know what are the players of these markets. One important group is the traders themselves, like you, like me, like the people out there, which started trading on different assets and start to sell and buy them. Traders can vary from individual investors to large hedge funds. And the second group is the brokers, dealers, and let's say crypto exchanges, which they play the role of connecting us as traders to each other, the buyers and the sellers, connecting them in a platform. For example, you need to buy some assets, so there must be a place like banks, not exactly like banks, but there must be a place for trading, like a market, like a bazaar. So you go there, you give money, you buy something instead, or you sell something and you get the money instead. So there's always a pair. You're gonna trade pairs, like for example, dollars for gold. Gold for dollars, or vice versa, or any other type of the assets which I mentioned in different types of the markets. So you always give something and catch something. It's always the this is why it's called trading. So you always trading, and you can only trade on platforms like brokers for Forex and the stocks market and commodity market, those type of markets, which you're going to deal with the real money, the fiats, which I said, which I mentioned before. And in the crypto exchanges, you're gonna work with digital assets. So you need basically need to change your fiat money to digital assets and then trade it with the other assets. Another large group which are playing the, let's say, big game here, which I put it on top of the second group, which was the brokers, are the investors. Investors can vary in different groups, which I'm going to mention, but how do they play? They buy an asset and they hold it in order to wait for a day which come where a day will come and their asset will grow and they gain some profit out of it. They can be in different groups like pension funds, mutual funds, and individual ones. And finally, let's talk about the regularity bodies. Let's call it, I want to call it the security of the system. So each country or area is trying to make it a more safe place for the investors and the traders and the brokers, for everyone who are working on this financial markets, making it a better place by making it more safe. So for example, in the US, we have SEC, in UK, we have FCA, in Australia, we have ASIC. These are playing the role of, taking control, not taking control, but, have an overlook on the market and be sure that the assets are not going somewhere bad or someone is trying to con people. These regularity bodies trying to make sure that it can be as safe as possible. That's it for our introduction video today. And I think it is way too enough to know about the different types of the market, because as a trader, that's all you need to know. In this video, we're going to cover up what the cryptocurrency is, a brief history, and what are the different types of them. Let's just start with the definition. The cryptocurrencies are types of virtual, or let's say digital assets, which use the cryptography to increase the security of the system, which includes the transaction in the system and even building up new units. What are the units? We're going to talk about that later on. It operates independently from the central banks, which technically makes it decentralized. So it is not connected to the central banks. It is not like the Forex market. It's a whole new different system, and we call it a decentralized system, which can be good, can be bad. What is the answer to that? We're going to cover up that too. The most well-known cryptocurrency, and as I call it, the unmatched ruler of the cryptocurrencies, is the Bitcoin, which was created back in 2009. And after that, lots of, let's say, thousands of cryptocurrencies created and came to life. Each and every individual cryptocurrency came to life for a certain reason, for a certain point. Of course, I can't tell you about all of them. That's the reason there is a thing known as white papers for each project, for each cryptocurrency, which you can go for yourself, read them, and understand what is it all about, what was the history of it, what you are planning to do, and let's say what are the services for a better world. Whether you like to invest on them, trade on them, or just you want to get to know them. We're going to cover up everything, all the sources you need to do that. Don't worry. Now, let's talk about a brief history of cryptocurrencies. Lots of people, when you ask them about cryptocurrency world, the first thing they're going to tell you is the Bitcoin. Of course, Bitcoin is the most important crypto asset as the moment today as I'm talking to you. But the history of the cryptocurrencies goes back into 1980s, where lots of electronic money came to life. However, it was not officially came to board until the beginning of 2000s, where the decentralized digital money began to gain some traction. In 2008, a person or a group of people, which still is unknown to people out there, me, you, everyone, known as Satoshi Nakamoto, created Bitcoin as the very first decentralized cryptocurrency. The invention of Bitcoin was the spark of lots of other innovations coming to born, which we know today, nowadays, as the world of the cryptocurrencies. Thousands of them out there. There are different types of cryptocurrencies, each and every one of them with their very own unique characteristics. Let's take a look at them. Bitcoin. As I told you before, it is the well-known cryptocurrency out there. And of course, it is the very first decentralized cryptocurrency. And it has the market capitalization of over $1 trillion. Ethereum is the second well-known / largest cryptocurrency out there due to the market capitalization. It differs from Bitcoin. It's a little bit different. Its network, the language it was written on, and it is more sophisticated, which allows the other developers to build the other decentralized services on top of it. Ripple, it's another cryptocurrency, and it was designed for international payments. It operates on a central system, and many banks and institutions accepted it as a service or as a method of payments. Litecoin is another cryptocurrency out there. It was designed to be cheaper and faster than Bitcoin. Its algorithm was written in a different way to make it happen. So lots of people use it for transactions. Tether or USDT. It's a stable coin. What does a stable coin mean? Stable coin means it is always hedged to something equal to it. So USDT is always hedged to US dollars. So technically, basically, it means 1 Tether equals 1 US dollars. Sometimes it varies in really small amounts of variation sequence, but it's always more or less like that. $1 equals 1 US dollars, of course, equals 1 Tether or USDT. And people are using this stable coin for a payoff trading, which we're going to cover up that later on, or for transferring their money in between platforms and exchanges in order not to change their money into a flat currency or a fiat. For example, not needing to change your cryptocurrency into euros or dollars. You can use this stable coin both for trading and transactions. Dogecoin, it is really funny. It's a meme-based cryptocurrency, and it was, at the beginning, it was a joke. But after a while, especially in the previous years, because of the social media hype and the celebrities, it grew massively and made lots of people billionaires. So there you have it. Have you ever wondered what's behind the all mystery of the skyrocketing markets, the values, everything that you've heard about, the cryptocurrency, Web3? What is it all about? It's called blockchain technology. In this video, I'm going to take you through the basics of the blockchain technology. What is it all about, the different types of it, the advantages and disadvantages of it, and how it changes the way that you're trading the cryptocurrencies. And it's not only about trading, trading cryptocurrencies is only a tiny, tiny bit, and it's playing a really small amount of role in the blockchain technology world. So let's dive in and see what is it all about. The blockchain technology is a digital, decentralized, and distributed ledger to record all the transactions in an immutable way. It was initially developed as a public transaction ledger for Bitcoin, the very first cryptocurrency, but afterwards its potential showed that it is more capable of massive things. All the way back in 2008, a person or a group of people no one known as by this nickname Satoshi Nakamoto. They developed the blockchain by releasing a white paper outlining the potentials of the blockchain and what services it can provide. Since then, blockchain has evolved to a game-changing technology that can potentially impact a broad range of industries. So, how does blockchain work? Imagine that you want to trade something. For example, you have some goods, like agricultural stuff, and you want to sell them. So you need a plateau, a place, a bazaar, a market, and you need a system to make these transactions happen. For example, you trade your goods, your agricultural goods, for gold. So you say, I give you a ton of flour, and I take 1 kilogram of gold. That's too much, isn't it? You need a plateau to do that. What blockchain does here is making that platform, that basics, that fundamentals happen for your trading, your pair, whatever it is. Of course, in this case, it's going to be the digital assets. When a transaction occurs, it is verified by multiple nodes in a network. What is a network? Each and every individual transaction needs to be on a specific network, which we're going to cover up that later on. But in order to make that clear at the moment, is that, for example, if you want to trade or make a transaction on Bitcoin with any pair, you have to follow up a procedure and do it on a certain network. So each and every individual network is serving us for a purpose. Once the nodes of our transaction is validated, it's going to attach itself to a block of another transaction. That block then is going to be added to the blockchain, where it becomes a part of that blockchain as a permanent part. Each block contains a unique code called hash, which ensures the integrity and immutability of the information recorded. There are three main types of blockchain: public, private, consortium. Public blockchains like Bitcoin and Ethereum, which are visible to everyone, and the transactions are all transparent. Private blockchains are visible to specific users, and this is only them who can monitor everything is going on. Consortium blockchains are a mixture, or let's say they are hybrid of the both worlds, private and public blockchains, that allow multiple organizations to participate. The application of the blockchains are vast and diverse. It can be used in finance, supply chain management, healthcare, and many other industries. One of the biggest advantages of blockchain is its transparency, which increases accountability and trust between parties. Other benefits are the improved efficiency, the lower costs, and enhanced security. However, blockchain is like everything else out there, and it's not without disadvantages. One of the biggest challenges is its scalability, which limits the number of transactions can be processed per second. Additionally, the lack of regulation in blockchain industry can lead to fraud and illegal activities. Now that we know what the blockchain is and how does it work, we must know, as the one who have decided to become a trader and who wants to trade the cryptocurrencies, we must know what is the connection in between the cryptocurrency world and the blockchain, what it does for us. Actually, the rule of blockchain in cryptocurrency trading is crucial. Blockchain technology assures that the transactions within the cryptocurrency world are going to be done quickly, securely, and transparently. Cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of them, they had a massive growth in value because of being underneath the umbrella of blockchain. The future outlook for blockchain technology is exciting. As blockchain is growing and growing and growing, It is affecting our lives directly in terms of how we're going to do businesses with each other, how we're going to be in contact with each other. Believe it or not, few years from now, maybe even next year, who knows, the blockchain technology is going to surprise us in different aspects. Its impact also can be felt in various industries like healthcare, finance, everything, and it's going to surprise everyone. At the moment, you know what the blockchain is, what are the different types, how does it work, and what are the advantages and disadvantages of it. And of course, what is the relation and what is the impact of the blockchain technology on cryptocurrency trading, which what we are here and watching these videos for, how to become a trader. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. I would be really happy to answer you one by one. After 4 sessions of talking and getting to know the whole world and the basics of cryptocurrency, blockchain, everything, today I will cover the definition of the cryptocurrency, different types of it, and why it is important. Afterwards, we're going to talk about the advantages and, of course, the disadvantages of it, the role it plays in the global economy. So let's start with the definition of the cryptocurrency trading. Cryptocurrency trading refers to buying and selling digital assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest of them. It's similar to traditional trading, but instead of trading, buying and selling stocks, here traders buy and sell digital assets on crypto exchanges. There are 2 main types of cryptocurrency trading. First, short-term trading. Second, long-term investing. Short-term trading involves buying and selling the digital assets, the cryptocurrencies, in a really short period of time, like in a matter of minutes, hours, days, weeks. In this method, the traders are using the technical analysis to find the market trends and try to get the trades that they want. Long-term investing, on the other hand, it means trying to hold onto a digital asset or a cryptocurrency for a longer period of time, like months or years even. Long-term investors rely on fundamental analysis, such as market trends, news, and company performance, in order to make their decision for their investments. Now let's talk about why cryptocurrency trading is important. Firstly, it allows the investors to diversify their portfolio, and it's a better opportunity than the traditional investment to make your portfolio bigger and gain more profits out of the market. Secondly, it provides a way for people to transact in a decentralized, secure, and transparent manner. And thirdly, it promotes innovation and competition in the financial industry. Now, let's take a look at the advantages and disadvantages of cryptocurrency trading. The good part, advantages. So, high potential for returns, really low fees, the market is open 24/7, and of course, it is decentralized and transparent. It is a really high volatile market and with a lot of risk. There are lack of regulations for it, and there are security risks. And still in the whole world, there is a limited acceptance for the cryptocurrencies as a payment method. Finally, let's talk about the role of the cryptocurrency in the global economy. Cryptocurrency is still relatively a new phenomenon, but it has the potential to revolutionize the financial industry. Cryptocurrencies also can be used for cross-border payments. In my case, I had several times these situations which I wanted to transfer money from a corner of the world to another. And with the traditional system like the wire bank transfer or SWIFT transfer or any type of other traditional systems, it could take even for 4 or 5 days or even a week, or even in some situations up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks. But in this method with cryptocurrencies, you can make minor transactions or even some big transactions in a couple of minutes with really low fees. And it is, of course, as I told you before, it is really transparent, decentralized, so there is no need for intermediaries. And It's really easy, piece of cake, isn't it? Furthermore, cryptocurrency trading can promote financial inclusion by providing access to financial services for people who are unbanked or underbanked. It also allows for greater transparency and accountability in financial transactions.
Artlist.io.
However, the use of cryptocurrencies in the global economy is still in its early stages, and there are several changes that need to be addressed, such as regularity, frameworks, security, and adoption. In conclusion, cryptocurrency trading is yet to grow, and of course it's growing massively, but it can provide you with both opportunities and risks. So it is you who is responsible to do the research for yourself and invest only what you can afford to lose. But why we are really here? We are here to learn how to become a trader in the cryptocurrency world, to get to know these all the opportunities and use as much as we can and risk as less as we can. So try to minimize, in a simple words, try to minimize our risk as much as possible and try to expand our profits as much as possible, which we call that money management, risk management, which we're going to talk a lot about, and we have tons of stuff to talk about. These are only the sessions that I'm in front of the camera talking to you, but from the upcoming sessions, we're going to be mostly on the system, on my laptop, on my screen. And I'm going to show you different websites, useful websites, what are the source websites, how can we get the reliable and good information about a new project or the previous projects, and how can we check everything about an asset or several assets. So that's what's going to be in the next session. And I really would be happy to help you guys out. If you have any questions, again, feel free to leave your questions in the comments below. When you want to do anything, I mean anything, you need some tools. You want to be a freelancer, you need at least a laptop. You want to be a trader, you need internet, you need laptop, at least you need a cell phone. You want to be a pilot, you need an airplane. So here today, we're going to discuss the essential websites for a cryptocurrency trader. It doesn't matter if you're a beginner or an experienced trader, what you really need to know based on two main factors essential for a trader, even in cryptocurrency world. When I say even, I mean it is true in other markets too, for fundamental analysis and technical analysis. So we need these websites, which I'm going to tell you, to evaluate the market trend, the market strength, to follow up with the prices. Of course, to stay up to date and check the latest news about the cryptocurrency, about what is going on in the world. Last but not least is the cryptocurrency exchanges. Of course, there are platforms. You can find them both on websites and their mobile apps. But how to find them? What are the best ones? How can we get to know the best ones? I'm going to cover all of these today. But in this video today, we're going to have just a glimpse of the websites. But in the upcoming sessions and videos, I'm going to crack them down in each and every session. We're going to talk about different sections. So I just divided them in three main parts. First, cryptocurrency exchanges. It's going to take a lot of time to talk about that. So today I'm going to just tell you about the general overlook and what are the best ones out there. Next, I'm going to introduce you to the cryptocurrency news websites, which are mandatory for the fundamental analysis. But that's not all. Just before the end of the video, I'm going to introduce you the cryptocurrency price tracking websites, which are, again, mandatory to know both the technical and the fundamental analysis. Let's start with the cryptocurrency exchanges. These online platforms, the exchanges, allows us to buy, sell, and trade on cryptocurrency. With so many exchanges to choose from, it can be really challenging how to choose one in between all of them out there. However, some of the most popular ones out there are like Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, OKX. Now let's take a closer look at each and every one. So now I'm going to simply search Binance, and the first website comes up. It's going to be it. And there are lots of things to discover, which we're going to have a dedicated video to exchanges later on. But now here and today, let's talk about the exchange itself. So this is Binance. Let's dive into markets and see what's here. As you can see, there are lots of cryptocurrencies here. Binance is one of the largest and the most popular cryptocurrency exchanges in the world. It offers a wide range of cryptocurrencies, competitive fees, and advanced trading tools. Bybit is another popular exchange that specializes in derivative trading. It allows you to trade future contracts, perpetual contracts, and more. OKX is a well-regulated exchange that offers a variety of trading pairs, including fiat to crypto, crypto to crypto pairs. KuCoin is another popular exchange that offers low trading fees and a wide range of cryptocurrencies. But keep this in mind, before choosing any crypto exchange, you need to do some research, which I'm going to help you with that too. And we're going to have some resources and source websites. But what are the things that you have to check before you choose a cryptocurrency exchange for yourself to start your career as a cryptocurrency trader? First, you need to check the reputation. Is it a popular exchange, or it just came to the market? Is it a scam, or is it really famous? Second, you have to check the range of cryptocurrencies available on that exchange. The more are available, it means it's more reliable. And of course, the security measures. Now it's time to talk about cryptocurrency news websites. As a cryptocurrency trader, it is crucial to stay up to date and know what is happening in the world, because some of the main events going on in the world, they're going to directly or in some cases indirectly affect our trading. Here are some of top cryptocurrency news websites to check out. CoinDesk, one of the oldest and most respected cryptocurrency news websites. It covers a wide range of topics, from market analysis to regulation to technology developments. Cointelegraph, a popular news website that covers the latest news and developments in the cryptocurrency industry. It offers a variety of tools and resources for traders, including market analysis, price charts, and more. CryptoSlate, a newer website that focuses on cryptocurrency news and blockchain technology. It provides you with the latest news, market data, and analysis to help you stay informed and make better trading decisions. By checking out these websites, there are lots of benefits that you're gonna fetch. First, you're gonna stay up to date and you get to know what is the main market trend, regularity changes, and of course, technological developments. This will help you make more informed trading decisions. Finally, let's discuss cryptocurrency price tracking websites. These websites allow you to track the prices of various cryptocurrencies in real time. Two of the most popular ones out there are the TradingView and CoinMarketCap, which we use them in combination, mostly for both technical and fundamental analysis. TradingView is perfect for technical analysis. It offers advanced charting tools, technical indicators, and trading ideas. You can also connect with other traders and discuss trading strategies on the platform. CoinMarketCap, on the other hand, is more focused on fundamental analysis. It provides you with market data, including prices, market caps, and trading volumes for a wide range of cryptocurrencies. Additionally, LiveCoinWatch is another popular price tracking website that provides you with real-time updates on the prices of various cryptocurrencies. It also offers a range of tools and resources for traders, including price charts, market analysis, and more. By using these price tracking websites, of course, you can get to know when is the exact time to take a trade and enter a trade and, of course, make some profits. In conclusion, these websites are essential to any cryptocurrency trader. So it is not like that if you say, okay, I use only one of them or you don't use one of them at all. You have to use all of them in combination, which I'm going to teach you how, and I'm going to show you how. I don't want to use the word teaching. I'm not a teacher. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced trader, you always need reliable sources, in this case, websites, to check out the news, because they're going to affect our trading. In this video, I'm going to introduce you the websites which are crucial and mandatory to know and work with for our trading. This part is the fundamental analysis. So how to do them? Stay with me until the end of the video. We are going to have a lot to discover. But first things first, what is the fundamental analysis? What is it all about? It basically means analyzing the underlying factors that affect cryptocurrency's value. They can include factors like the technology behind the cryptocurrency, the team behind the project, and of course the market demand for that specific cryptocurrency. There are lots of websites out there to check these factors, but I'm going to introduce you the most famous one. If the demand is high and you want me to tell you and introduce you the other ones too, please leave it in the comments below. Ask me, and of course I would be really happy to make a video for each and every one of them too. But more or less they are all the same. There is nothing more something significant that you can find in the other websites that there is not in this particular website, which is... Just stop right there before the name and the address of the website. Maybe you've heard of it before, but just a moment. You must know one of the most important things about the fundamental analysis is staying up to date about all the projects coming up or the previous projects, what is happening out there. So news are fundamental. This is why it's called fundamental analysis. So now here with the website, we're going to check out the CoinDesk. So how we use a website like this for fundamental analysis? Of course, I can tell you some general ideas, but the overall outcome is when we know the technical analysis as well, which is going to be up in upcoming sessions, and then we're gonna combine them and get an outcome for our trades. So how to get into a trade? Is it a good time? It's not, and it's really depending on the fact that whether you are a day trader, you are a swing trader, what kind of trader you are. So that's even for later on, which we're going to have trading strategies. But now at the moment, let's get into the website. So as you can see, there are some tabs above here, like TV and videos, newsletter, which we need this part mostly. And there are tons of things here to click on. But what we really need is, for example, if we want to check out the Bitcoin data here. So we'll click on it and another tab opens. It comes up now. You can see this is the current price at the moment of the Bitcoin. As you can see, there are some other data here. So this is the amount of Bitcoin price growth in percentages in last 24 hours. And the price, is, of course, is in USD. You can change it to any other fiat or currency you want. Mostly, I think lots of people, they use USD. Then you can see how much it got low, the lowest point. The lowest price in the last 24 hours, of course, the highest price in the last 24 hours. Then you have the price chart here. As you can see, you can change it to a bar chart even with the candlesticks, which we have a lot to talk about in the technical analysis. This is the chart, main chart, but we mainly don't check the charts here. We check them in on another platform, the TradingView, or on exchanges data charts. But this is for an overlook and overview, so the feed overall is the same. Then you can put it on logarithmic and linear. What are the differences between these? We're going to talk about that later on too. I don't want to get into more details right now because we're here to only talk about how this website works. These are mostly technical data. It's better to check the chart itself on TradingView and check the rest of the data like the price tracking, etc. on the other platform, which I'm going to talk about today, which is another amazing website. You can choose any other asset that you want from here, or just hit the search button here and search for anything that you want. But mostly what we need to check is this segment in between, in the middle of the page. So you can see the latest news, what happened. As you can see, it was published on March 11th, 2023 at 3:43 p.m. by someone. This is the name. So this is the title. Bitcoin regains 20K after 200 million in crypto liquidations. Some traders brush off USDC fears. We can click on it and more details on the news pops up right into your screen, and you can check out what is it all about, who published it, and more details on the news itself. And you can read it, and keep reading. But why do we need to do this? You know, the main market trend and main supply and demand areas are mostly relying on the news and fundamental basics. Because all the charts that you can see, let me open up this, let's open up Ethereum this time. Take a look at here. All these areas that you can see that the price had an action and a reaction to them, these areas are the supply and demand areas. So people, these are people who are trading like you, like me. As you can see, this is the candle chart. If a candle goes down, it means people are selling. If the candle goes up, it means people are buying. People are making this market with their money. I talked about previously about the players of this market and who are affecting this market, which I'm going to leave the link above. You can check it out. But mostly these are people, human beings making this market. Why checking news is important to us? We can know what is the main idea of the market and what are people thinking. So if most of the market is afraid of something like this news here, USDC fears, you can expect that the market is so now volatile, and going to mix it with your technical analysis, and you're going to have a decision whether you want to take a trade or enter a trade or not. Another essential types of website that which we need for fundamental analysis are the price tracking websites, which in this case, I'm going to introduce you to CoinMarketCap, which is really popular. And there is almost, let's say, there is everything that you need to check for fundamental analysis in there. Of course, there are lots of websites like this, like CoinGecko and the rest of them. But this is the one that I use. This is the one that lots of traders use, and this suffices. But before getting into the website on my screen and tell you what is it all about, I have to tell you what it does. These websites provide real-time market data and analysis, including the current price of the cryptocurrency, market capitalization, trading volume, and more. So this is CoinMarketCap. As you can see, there are lots of stuff here. I can remember first when I came to these kind of websites or started to dive into more details of this whole creepy world of trading. I can remember it was really strange to me because it is so crowded. There are lots of data on the screen. It's like someone without any knowledge looking at airplane's cockpit, and you see lots of buttons and indicators, and you don't know what the hell are those talking about. But when you get into it step by step, you realize that you don't use them all at once, and you only use a specific part or section or segment in a particular way, and you only use some parts when you need them. Okay, so what are these tabs? What are these information? Let's talk about each and every one of them specifically individually. So on the top left hand corner, we have currencies, which is the main subject of our sessions. So they are based on different categories: ranking, The default form of the website when you come here, it is by ranking. If you look at here, you have Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then USDT, BNB, and the list goes on and on and on. And then we have the recently added tab. What are the newest cryptocurrencies on the market? Categories, so you can categorize them in different categories. As you can see, you have DeFi, or the short form for decentralized finance. We have NFT, Metaverse, Polkadot, BNB Chain, Solana, Avalanche, and the story goes on. And then we have the spotlight, gainers and losers, global charts, historical snapshots, which I don't want to talk about all of them at the moment. We just want to get to know what the website is about. And by the time comes and we go furthermore, during the course, we will come back to these websites. We use those tools which become handy at the moment. So next are the exchanges, which are for spot derivatives, DX, which I'm going to talk about later on. There are lots of things which I want to talk about later on, because if I want to make a video and talk about all of these things, it's going to be like hours of video, and you cannot even tolerate that. So everything comes in the right time. Then the community, there are the feeds and articles. These specific parts is working like cryptocurrency news websites. So you can even check the news on this website. So you have one website to do all the fundamental analysis in one place. You don't need to open up like crazy tabs and find yourself in the middle of nowhere and don't know what to do. Then the products, what are the products, and learn part, and there are lots of useful articles and videos here too, beside my own videos, which you can use. But what I tell you here is the sum up and the summary, detailed summary of all the information out there. Next part is, let's open up one of these, the one and only ruler of the cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin. Let's open it up and see what's here. Okay, there are tons of stuff here. Don't panic. I'm gonna tell you each and every one of them. On the top left hand corner, you can see the name and the badge, the logo of the cryptocurrency. Then you can log in or sign up into the website. You can make a list. Then you have another option here. You can share it on the other platforms. The rank. So the rank is the first among all the cryptocurrencies. The type is a coin. This number is the number of people who, just like us, start this cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and make it a favorite on their watch list. Then we have bitcoin.org. Let's open it up and see what we can see. So this is Bitcoin website, which there is everything all about it. You can just have a research for yourself. The next part, the explorers for Bitcoin, the community, which you can find out questions, tons of stuff about this cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency. And then we have the source code. Let's open it up. What is it? And then coming back. And the white paper. Let's stop here. Imagine that you want to start your career as a investor or a trader right away. What you need to know, and believe me, your life in this market depends on this. You need to read at least a summarized version of a white paper of any project you want to attend to, whether you are, I repeat, whether you are an investor or a trader. So let's open it up, download it. As you can see here, this is the original white paper of Bitcoin. And if you haven't watched my previous video about the history of the cryptocurrencies and all about the financial markets, I leave a link above. Please check it out later on. But here it was published by an unknown person or a group of people, Satoshi Nakamoto, and the rest of the story. What is it all about? The transactions, how it get done, timestamp servers, proof of work, network, blah, 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 blah. But these blah, blahs are really important, and you can find the summarized version. And even the calculations, the coin itself. As an investor or a trader, you really don't need all this data, but a summarized version of this is out there. I leave a link down in the description, so you can check it out, the summarized version of Bitcoin, a white paper, and the top 10 coins out there. What are the white papers? What are they all about? And please check them out and tell me what you think. And next, on the top right-hand side, you can see the current price of Bitcoin and how much it had a growth in it in percentage. The lowest price in last 24 hours, of course, was this amount, which we checked in the previous website too. So these data, as I told you before, are more or less the same. And then also you can see the comparison of it to Ethereum. Then furthermore, we have the market cap. So what is the market cap? As you can see here, the total market value of a cryptocurrency's circulating supply. It is analogous to the free float capitalization in the stock market. Market cap equals current price times the circulating supply. In easier words, this is the whole amount of value of Bitcoin. So this is the amount. And it had a growth in the last 24 hours. And in this segment, you can see the fully diluted market cap. What is it? Okay, simply done. Your answer is here. Just read it for yourself and you can understand what is the fully diluted market cap. I don't want to waste your time. All the informations are here. I just only want to tell you the information that you don't know. So just read it for yourself. Take your time. You can pause the video or go to the website directly. I'll leave the link below. Then the volume in the last 24 hours in the whole market was this amount. It had a decrease of this amount in percentage. And we have CX volume and DX volume. What are those? Okay, CX is a measure of how much of cryptocurrency was traded in the last 24 hours on a centralized exchange. And this one, of course, is for decentralized exchange. So what are the differences? We're going to talk about later on. Don't worry. Last but not the least, in this upper section is the maximum supply. Of course, the total supply, which you can check for yourself. These are all for Bitcoin. So this was the overview. Then we can go to Markets tab. What is it? It says on what markets you can find this asset, this cryptocurrency. For spot trading, perpetual trading, futures trading. We're going to talk about these types of trading later on. But in general, you can see the Binance is first for spot trading, for perpetual trading. Let's check it. For leverage trading, let's say. So you can see Binance is first. And these are the pairs. So you can trade Bitcoin to USDT or Bitcoin to USD. And Bitcoin to BUSD, and the list goes on. Okay, so you can check it out here. There are all the information you need. The volume in percentage, the confidence. If the confidence is high, so that market is reliable and you can trust it without any doubts. So these are the, always trust the first 20 numbers. Of course, the rest of them are trustable too, but the first 20 numbers in any type of website like this are mostly reliable. And then we have the historical data. In historical data, you can see everything in detail from years ago, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, 6 years ago, and up to the moment today, with each and every day highs, lows, close price, the volume in that day, the market cap. So that this is the whole historical data. And then the news. Of course, you can check the news especially about Bitcoin here, different analysis, what are the news, the relations of this coin to the others, and load more. And you can see there is an endless list here coming up, just like 5 hours ago, 2 hours ago. It's uploading and uploading endlessly. Next is price estimates. In price estimates, the other people, the other traders, They make their estimations and they put it here, and lots of people can vote on it. You can see, for example, this estimation got 12K votes on it. This one got 7K plus 7K plus almost 5K. So these are the predictions that people make. On the more info, you have other information. For example, total addresses on Bitcoin, and you can, of course, change the timeline and the time chart and the rest of things. A long story short, everything you need to know about an asset or a cryptocurrency or an exchange, communities, anything, you can find it all here on CoinMarketCap. This is the reason in the first place that I didn't want to introduce you all the websites one by one, because the rest of the websites, they are just like this one. You don't need to go to different websites to find something new, because other websites are going to and they are still at the moment uploading the things which you can find here. So I think there is nothing left to say. The rest of things that we need to know about how to use this website comes after getting to know technical analysis, and when we want to plan our trading strategies, plan A, plan B, plan all the way to Z, we come back here and check the things that we want. As I mentioned before, it's like the airplane's cockpit, so you use the indicators that you want in a specific time. By regularly checking these websites, we can get a better understanding of the relative value of different cryptocurrencies and how they perform in the market. These informations help you out to make better and precise trading decisions due to the fact, of course, what is the main market trend and what is happening in the whole market. If you want me to introduce you more price tracking websites, of course I can do that. I would be really happy to do that too. So just leave a comment below. So as you've seen, this is really important to have access to reliable sources, websites, to get the latest news, get the analysis, even talk to other people, go to the forums, check out what is happening. But in the end of the day, it is you who decide to enter a trade, take it or not. We're going down this road with each other, me and all of you. And we have to check these websites regularly in order to take the best trades. So it was the session I told you all about the news websites. Later on, after talking about the technical analysis in the upcoming sessions, when we want to plan a trading strategy, or let's say trading strategies, then we come back to this point and we go to the news websites and see how the news are affecting our trades, and we gotta go to live market, or we gotta check the previous market data, how the news affected our tradings and how it could affect our tradings and how it will affect our tradings, and see what we could do to prevent some losses or take really good profits out of the market. The upcoming session will be about the technical analysis. TradingView is one of the most popular platforms for technical analysis, providing a wide range of charting tools and indicators that traders can use to analyze the financial markets, whether it is the cryptocurrency market, its forex market, stocks market, or any other market. So basically, it doesn't matter which criteria you want to choose. If you want to trade on one of them or all of them, you must know how to work with TradingView, because everyone today is using this. So don't waste the time and go right into my screen. Well. This is the website itself. As you can see, it is so much of a appealing website, at least to me. There are not so many tabs above here, which I'm gonna have a quick overlook over all of them and tell you what are these all about, and then we're gonna just jump in the thing that we and everyone need to and expecting to be using this website, or let's say platform. So the first tab is products, which includes charts, screeners, heat maps, economy calendar, which you can just discover for yourself. The community overview, so the people are coming here is, let's call it as a blog or a forum.
trade ideas, educational ideas. Even there are some really good things that which you can find here. Never stop learning. So don't tell yourself, okay, this is enough. I'm watching these videos. Of course it is enough. I must tell you, if you watch my videos, there won't be anything left to discover. But on the other side of the coin, I recommend all of you to go and discover the world for yourself and learn as much as you can. So the next part is the scripts, which you can just go and find for yourself. What are they all about? Next, markets. So you can see the markets divided by stocks, crypto, forex, indices, futures, bonds. Then the news. So this part concerns me, or maybe even you. If I can check the news here, do I really need to go to news checking websites like CoinDesk, or even checking the news on CoinMarketCap? Yes and no. It depends on you, and I will talk about that briefly later on. And then there are brokers. What are the brokers? Long story short, you can connect your crypto trading account to a broker account in order to trade all of them in a broker. I mean all of them. I mean trading all the platforms like forex, indices, futures, crypto, everything on one platform. So you can connect these, and then more. So the part that everyone needs and everyone is using TradingView for is this part, chart. So let's just jump in, see what is it all about. On the top left hand, you can see this part with 3 lines. We click on it. Home brings you back to the first page, Help Center, if you need any help, but I'm here to help you guys. What's new? You can check the news, then you can change the mode to dark mode. Depends on you. Drawing panels, so you can just, if you take a look at the left side, you can just make it disappear. That depends on you too. Then the language, keyboard shortcuts, you can prepare some shortcuts for yourself, which I'm going to come back to this part later. Get the desktop app. You can do with an application, you can do with the website version. It depends on you. Then sign in. So I'm going to sign in with my account. I've created one before. A new account, so you can just easily log in or sign up with your Google account, pre-register. Alrighty, you can see this chart in front of you. What are these stuff? What is it all about? So we talked about this part. Then it's a symbol search. This is the part that it doesn't matter whether you want to trade on forex, stocks, crypto, indices, futures, bonds, it doesn't matter. You can check all of them, all the pairs here on TradingView, plus more. In this case, I'm going to jump in crypto. When I choose crypto, it's starting to show me the crypto by its value. So it's like you go to CoinMarketCap and put it on the value form, and it's going to show you the assets by the value of from the top to the bottom. So if you haven't checked my video on CoinMarketCap and fundamental analysis, I leave the link above. You can check it out later. So I'm going to choose Bitcoin to USDT. What is BTC USDT? So Bitcoin to USDT. USDT is Tether. I talked about it previously, but I'm going to mention it here. So USDT is a stable coin and it's pegged to US dollars. Long story short, let's make it easier. It means 1 USDT equals, so it means 1 USDT equals 1 US dollar. But what are the differences? So you can see here, Bitcoin to Tetherus or Tether or USDT. But what is the difference with the next one? Don't be fooled. Just read it carefully. This is the chart for Bitcoin to USDT. And the feed is coming from Binance Exchange. I'm going to talk about the differences later on. And then we have Bitcoin to US dollar. Of course, I told you each USDT equals 1 US dollar, but fact is why we are checking different charts sometimes. The value of USDT is going to be a little bit higher or lower than 1 US dollar. So in that case, if you're trading on a broker and you want to trade Bitcoin for your US dollar, not your digital dollar, which is USDT, so you have to check this chart instead of this chart. Please keep in mind that you cannot trade on this platform. This is only a place to check and do your technical analysis. In order to take your trades, you must go to a exchange platform, like as you can see here, like Binance, Coinbase, Bybit, etc. And the list goes on and on and on. If you are trading on other markets, you must go to MetaTrader application or the other platforms which are available. But the question is here, can I do the technical analysis on those platforms as well? Yes, of course you can do, but TradingView is bringing everything all together at once in one place. So you don't need to go check the news somewhere else. Maybe you ask yourself, so what was the reason that we were introduced to CoinDesk website or CoinMarketCap? There are some benefits which are available only there. So it doesn't mean that they're useless, but mostly you can check almost everything here, but there are some things which are available in those platforms, which we're going to talk about in the near future, why we need those two. Okay, so you can see the other pairs. These are only two different platforms. Are the charts different? A little bit. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I'm going to talk about this later on. Whatever I tell you, I will talk about later on because this is in my syllabus and I will talk about it later on. I don't want to make you busy-minded with lots of information which are at the moment useless to you. So nextly, you can see Ethereum to Tetheris. There are, and you can just go down and the list never ends. But how do we use this? I just want to check the chart for Bitcoin to USDT. This is the most popular form of pair in cryptocurrency world for trading. So I just search for BTC. This is the short form, USDT. And then you can see lots of other options here. Then you can see, of course, lots of other options. These are all Bitcoin to USDT pair. But what are the differences? First, you can see BTC to USDT. The feed is coming from Binance Exchange, is one of the popular exchanges. Then you can see the same from KuCoin, the same from BingX, the same from OKX. These are all different trading platforms, let's say exchanges. Are there any differences in the feeds? If you want to trade as a fast trader, let's say a really high speed trader with a really fast pace, which means in really low time frames, which requires a lot of experience, and I do not recommend it to you as a beginner. When you want to begin, you must just start with higher time frames. I mean, the time frames like 1 minute, so everything is happening in 1 minute, and I'm going to cover up later just in this session. But if you're a fast trader, yes, there are lots of differences because the amount, let's say the volume of the available Bitcoins in, of course, Binance Exchange is a lot higher than KuCoin and BingX than the rest of them. But in higher time frames, it doesn't really that much of a difference in between the very first 5 exchanges that you can see here. So it doesn't really matter if you want to trade as a beginner and you choose either of them. But mostly we're going to choose Binance and Bybit. Those are the most accurate ones. So Binance is the first, so we're going to just choose this one. If you click on it, it's going to be on your chart. If you want to make it as your favorite list, so it's really easy. You can just click back up here on the left and just click on this part and make it favorite. And now it's on your favorite list. Where did it go? Really easy. Click up here on the top right hand corner. Ta-da! It's here. And you can add everything. So let's make a watch list for ourselves. Okay, so ETH for Ethereum, ETH USDT. This is the format that you have to write in. So again, from Binance, the first one, most reliable one. Then I'm gonna choose, for example, XRP USDT for Ripple. These are the most famous assets, crypto assets. So I'm gonna again choose the first one, make it, as you can see, Everything that I'm making favorite is coming here in my watch list. Then I want to add BNB, Binance Coin, USDT, make it favorite. So let's do some stocks too. Okay, some stocks, for example, Tesla, Apple, Nvidia, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft. You can see all the charts here, no differences. You can see everything, not almost everything you can see here. What we can do, so we have our list here. Whenever I want to check a list, I just click on the one that I want to check. Then, next thing that I have is my time frames here. 1 minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hours, 1 day, 1 week. Let's click here. You can see a list here. It starts from all the way from 1 second to down to 1,000 ranges. So if I click on 1 second, it doesn't show me that because you must buy the paid version, at least the premium version. As you can see, only premium version shows you 1 second, but one way or another, you don't need it and it's not useful to you because you're not supposed to trade within that criteria. The least time frame that you as a beginner can trade on is 15 minutes. But as for beginning, we're going to start with 30 minutes. Why? Because let's make an example here. We are now on 1 minute time frame. Look at this chart. I don't want to dive into any details here. I don't want to break down anything. But look at how volatile this is. The frequency is really high. This is Bitcoin. I'm not changing the pair. This is Bitcoin to USDT as we choose before. If I change the time frame to 5 minutes, you can see it becomes smoother. See? And then to 15 minutes, more smooth. To 1 hour, even more smooth. So when you break it down, it becomes more and more and more volatile, which is not good for you as a beginner. Imagine yourself as you're a kid and you want to learn how to ride a bike, and definitely you cannot start from a harsh environment. You have to start in a really calm environment with your dad or your mom, your parents helping you with those extra wheels, going slowly, and then step by step you remove one wheel, second wheel. So what we're trying to do here, what I'm trying to do for you is to be that kind of parentish part of the journey for you and try to help you to learn how to drive within this harsh road of trading. This is the part that you choose your time frame, which I'm going to talk about a lot later on. In this session, I just want to introduce you to the whole environment of this airplane cockpit, which is so creepy. Then we have this part, which you can choose the style of your chart. So first is bar chart. You can look at your chart like this as a bar chart. We're going to talk about these colors and what each and every one of these means. And believe me, they are talking to us. They are like a symphony. They are like music notes. They're like chords. You can read them as a musician, read their chords, and you can play a really beautiful music, or you can just ruin the music. It depends on you how to be trained or not trained at all and go into the market and make yourself cry. So next one is the candlesticks, which are Japanese candlesticks, which is the most popular one. And let me tell you, this is the thing that we're going to work with and everyone is working with. You don't need anything else beside this. But I'm going to introduce you to the rest of them and see how they look. Hollow candles is the same as Japanese candles, but it's going to just make one of them transparent like this. The buyer's candles or green candles into like a transparent one. So next one is like columns. It's like this, which is really not useful. You cannot read anything. The line chart, we won't be trading with this, but it's going to become handy when we want to determine the areas of support and resistance, or let's say the supply and demand zones. This becomes really handy. So we're going to come back to this later on too. Then we have the areas. It's the same as the line chart, but it's going to highlight the chart beneath the lines like this. Then the baseline, then the high-low, then we have Heikin Dashi. So it's another type of Japanese candle, but it's a little bit different than the normal Japanese candlesticks, which I'm gonna talk about this later on when we reach the chapter that we want to talk about trading strategies. And then the rest of them, which you can just check for yourself. But you know, you really don't need any of this. We only need Japanese candlesticks, the standard version. Then we have indicators. What are indicators? The indicators are exactly, let's get back to the airplane example. As you can see, lots of indicators in the airplane cockpit. So we have airplane's cockpit here, and we have the same indicators but showing us different data. We're gonna check different indicators for different situations to check different things. What are those things? I'm going to talk about in upcoming sessions. But why do we use them? Imagine you want to go on a trip. And when you go on a trip, especially if you want to go camping, you need lots of stuff to accommodate you. First, you need something to warm you up. Then, you need something to wash your dishes. Of course, you need some dishes. You want something to cook. You want something to take you there as your vehicle. You need lots of stuff to make this amazing, beautiful journey happen. So indicators are here to help us. But what are they generally made of? The indicators are some written programs by people during the history of trading, even way before the history of crypto. They are based on different algorithms, of course, mathematic algorithms, dealing with the prices, and they are helping us to determine lots of things. But I don't want to tell you more about indicators, just to inform you that these are the algorithms, the programs, which are going to help us a lot how to fly our airplane during this turbulent air of trading. We're gonna learn a lot, how to ride a bike, how to fly an airplane. I'm here to teach you a lot. Then we have the alert section and the replay mode, and these are not really useful now for you to begin. I'm gonna get back to these later on. Then on the left hand side, then I'm gonna go to the right hand side too. On the left hand side, we have different tools. First section, cross. What is cross? By default, you are on cross mode yourself. You can see the cross on the screen, but you can change it to anything like a dot. It is only for visual effects. It doesn't matter. And the eraser, of course, you can use to erase. If you draw something, you can erase it like this. If I draw this, I can choose eraser and erase it like this. And then by default, it's on trend line. What is a trend line? We use this part in order to mark the market trend. So what is a market trend? Before talking more about market trends, we have to know the different types of market. We have three main types of market. First is a bullish market. What is bullish market? In simple words, when the price and the whole market trend is tending to go up and go positive, we call that market a bullish market. Why bullish market? Because like a bull, it's trying to attack the price from bottom to top and push the price up. Then we have bearish market. It's exactly the opposite of bullish market. And it's like a bear is trying to attack the price with its claws and pushing the price going down and down and more down. And then we have the range market when the price is going sideways. So we use a trend line, as you can see here, to mark a trend. So if I draw it from top to bottom, it means I am willing to mark a bearish trend because the price is going down. If I draw one like here, is from bottom to top, it means that the price is going up, and we call it a bullish trend. If the price goes sideways, we call it a range market. Then we have other things to use, for example, an arrow, array, info line, extended line, cross line. All of these, we use them in different situations, but believe me, we're gonna need only few of them, not all of them. But in the end of the day, it depends on your trading strategy, which I'm gonna teach you different trading strategies. And for different trading strategies, we need different tools, which during the course, we're gonna use each and every one of them. Don't be panicked, you're gonna get used to it. Then we have this part, which is the other tools to use for different strategies, which gonna take a lot to talk about. I don't want to bother you now. Then the dry part, the other tools which we're gonna talk about later on. Then on the top right hand side, we have the chart setting. So you can, in here, you can change the color of your candles. I myself really like to put them on black and white. You can change to any color that you want. It depends on you. Then you have to set your time zone. Each country that you're living in, each time zone that you're in, just choose yours. Then we have a status line. I recommend you to leave all the settings to its default setting. After a while, you get used to the platform. You can change whatever you want, but the default setting really suffices. The only part that I really want to show you to change, which is really bothering I myself, is these background lines. So if you want to remove them, it's really easy. You come here, vertical grid lines and horizontal grid lines. You just set them to 0 like this. If you're using a laptop or you're connecting your laptop to another screen like me, or you have any other reason, you have weak eyes, you can just make the text bigger like this, and boom, and boom. And then in here, you can make a screenshot or save your chart by any reason that you want, or even tweet it on Twitter. And then on the right hand side, you can see your alerts. We can set price alerts, which I'm going to talk about later on. Then in here, we have data window, we have hot watch list, the calculator. You can use here as your notepad, writing down your ideas. Then in here, we have different ideas and different topics on crypto predictions, everything. Other people, it is like the coin market cap, the community section. And then in here, we have public chats, which you can chat with other people just like you, nothing out of ordinary. Then we have private chats, which you can chat with the selected people that you want to. Then in here, we have idea streams, the idea of the people streaming here live. And then we have streams themselves, which you can watch them for yourself. And then we have notifications if you have any. You really don't need to use all of them. The only thing which we need lies here and here. And our watch list, of course. And on the bottom, you can check the chart for 1 day ago, 5 days ago, 1 month ago, 3 months ago. And if you want to check in a specific date and time, you can just click on here and then select your date, your time, and the chart just jumps there like this. For example, let's choose a random date. For example, we choose February 22nd like this, and I choose the hour, for example, 6 p.m. and go to, and the chart jumps to that date that I want to. Okay, that's it for today and this video. These are the things that you know as the primary session for getting to know having an overlook over the platform. In the upcoming sessions, I'm going to talk about the different types of technical analysis, chart patterns and indicators, and of course, candlesticks, what these means. If one of them goes up, one of them goes down, believe me, all of them, they're talking to us, and they have a language of their own, which we have to understand as a trader, and we need to understand. And our health and wealth within this market depends on this very matter.
So in conclusion, as you've seen, TradingView is a really useful and handy platform, both on mobile app and the desktop version, which I use both, and lots of people are doing the same, which provides you really good stuff like charting tools, technical indicators, and of course, social networking features. Whether you are a beginner or an experienced trader, it doesn't matter. TradingView can help you to analyze markets, identify trading opportunities, and make informed trading decisions.